Hey YouTube, it's your girl Always Nigerian coming back at you with another video. So, as usual, excuse me, I need to put the disclaimer out there. Goodness, your girl needs some water. Anyway, I do want to put the disclaimer out there that any music that you hear in my background does not belong to me. I've had no interest in it. I've invested no time with it. I haven't written it. I haven't produced it. I haven't done any of that. Okay? Doesn't belong to me. I'm listening to iHeartRadio, and as always, I'm listening to LMA's channel because I love this lady. Swear I love her. Okay? Love her. She's literally, I listen to her all day. A few of her songs I listen to on repeat, like Shot Clock and what is it? Love Me Like That. Oh my god, that's my favorite song. What is it? Close. Oh, god, I just love this lady. Okay, enough about her, but I do love her. Shout out to her. Okay. This video doesn't really have a point. Well, actually, it does have a point. I just want to chit chat with you guys. So it may sound jumbled. It may be like bouncing around, but follow along with your girl, because y'all know good and well when y'all just talking to people, y'all don't be sitting there having no straight course plan of action. You kind of bounce around with your conversation and things of that nature. So that's how this is going to be. It's going to be 100% just as transparent as possible. So, starting, for those of us with children, I want to commend you. I don't even have to commend you for anything. I just want to commend you. But now I'm going to tell you why I'm commending you, okay? But even before this, you're commended. I don't care if you're in school, if you're working, if you're focusing on being an entrepreneur. I commend you, because from my personal experience, what I'm going through right now, I literally have no time to myself, and it frustrates me. I'm in school full time. I have 4 children, ages 5 since April. It's my oldest son. My second son, he'll be 4 at the end of August. My daughter will be, well, she just turned 1 at the beginning of February. And my youngest son, he just was born at the beginning of February. And actually, it's funny because my 2 youngest children are Irish twins, because there's like a 4-day difference between they're a year apart. So yeah, that's funny. Fun fact. But anyway, so I had to make this because I was just thinking about the fact that if you're in school to not just like general studies, but like to actually get into a career, it's hard. And if you have children, it's harder. Just from my own personal experience, I am hanging on by the grace of God. Like, legit, last semester I took 6 courses and they almost burnt me out, because on top of the kids, taking all those classes, doing homework, preparing for exams, then my oldest son being diagnosed with autism, so now I'm having to take him to tons and tons and tons of appointments, which I'll get to a little later in the video. It becomes overwhelming, and although I have a decent support system, my support system is literally my support system for when I have business to attend to. So like when I have to take my son to an appointment, or when I have to go to class, or when I need to take one of the kids to a doctor's appointment or something like that. Like, I don't have time for myself to just go and debrief, and that's so necessary, because when you're overworked mentally, it becomes physically exhausting. And so that's why I think I almost burnt myself out. But my motivation and the reason that I did not get burnt out was because I know that this is just for now. Like, I know that once I get my RN, once I become an RN, I'm going to be working, hopefully only 3 12-hour shifts a week, maybe with an extra PRN shift somewhere else. Haven't decided yet, but I just know that my entire lifestyle is going to change. I know that I'll be able to do more outside of the home with my children. Like, right now, I feel like it's so exhausting because literally I'm just inside the house with them all the time. Like if they were a little older, like my older two are old enough for us to go hang out and do things, but my younger two are not necessarily for me to do it by myself. Like if my boyfriend was with me, fine. Or if I had someone else to just tag along to help me with the kids, cool. But not just to go hang out with them by myself, because it's just the younger two are just too little for me to be by myself with them trying to hang out. And I don't mean hang out like that. I mean like going to the zoo or something kid friendly. I definitely want to be able to do a lot of activities with my children. But then, of course, sometimes I want some me time. Sometimes I want some personal time with my boyfriend without it just being time in the house. Like I sometimes want to go out on dates. We don't date because we just don't date. And it's kind of unfair. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Hopefully we'll get a decent schedule. Even if we could just go on like a date a month or 2 dates a month, that would be great. If I could get some personal time to myself for a few hours a week, that would be great. We shall see how this is going to work out. So I've been reading this test-taking techniques for beginning nursing book. Okay, there it is. That's how you say it. That's the name of the book. And it's phenomenal. Literally, they have all these like practice questions and things like that, and they're like giving you these rationales. But that's not why I wanted to say that. I wanted to say that it's phenomenal, not only for those concepts, but because each chapter gives you this motivation. They break things down so well, and they just want you to focus. And actually, it tells you that this book is great before you even start a nursing program, to just have taken notes out of it, to highlight it, to just implement a lot of these things into your schedule, so that before you start the program, you already have them done and it'll run like a well-oiled machine. So, sorry if you hear my daughter in the background. She's like literally the only one of my kids up for some reason. She's not taking a nap, which is annoying because I'm finally recording during the day to get some of this good lighting, and she's ruining it. But yeah, that's kind of that's kind of to be expected. Yeah, so I may bring her over here because she's just smiling. But anyway, let's see, where was I? Oh yeah. So one of the tips that I want to definitely implement before starting the program would be time management. Okay, so my time management is kind of all over the place. I get things done, but I get them done by like this close to not getting it done. Like it's like literally by the hairs of my neck that I'm getting these things done. It's amazing. Okay, the way that these deadlines are being hit right at the deadline. So like something's due at 11:59, I get it done at like 11:57, which is horrible. Great that it's getting done, I'm still getting great grades, but it's horrible because the amount of pressure that puts on me is overwhelming. So I almost burnt myself out last semester because of that. Thank God my semester just ended. Well, actually, it doesn't even end until May 5th, but I'm done with my finals. So for me, it ended a week ago during spring break. Okay, that's when it ended for me. But yeah, so I want to implement the time management that plan that they've kind of given. They've actually given several different ones. So like if you don't have kids, if you have a job, if you have kids, if you don't have a job, if you have both, they've given different type of ways to implement time management. So basically, I'm going to sit down, and I definitely suggest you do this too, and figure out where you're spending the most of your time, and figure out ways to either reduce that time or to use it better. So I'm going to get me a calendar to become more organized. Even though I have an agenda, my agenda literally is just, I write down mostly appointments for my son and things of that nature. I do write down assignments when they're due. But there's this one planner on Amazon that I have in my cart right now that I'm going to buy. Because it has like goals, and it has a monthly view, a weekly view, and a daily view. And I need that. And that's the best way to plan out your time. So like, I know what I need to get done this day. I know what I need to get done by this week or this week. I know what I need to have completed this entire month. And on the monthly one, the daily one, and the weekly one, it just makes it so much easier. And they're all implemented in that one agenda. So that's just amazing. I can't wait to order it. Another thing is they said to get a big desk calendar, which I'm going to do. I have it in my car. The reason that they say that is because it's great to have something that you just can see, just everything just planned out. So that's great as well. And I will be ordering that. Just because time management is so important. And I figure the better I get at it before I start the program, the better it'll be while I'm in the program, because I know that it'll take a lot of commitment. Another thing that I'll be implementing is bedtime. So my kids have an 8:30 bedtime, but y'all know how they go with little kids. Like my youngest kids, they don't even care about no bedtime. They just do them. So it's kind of frustrating when I have things to do and I can't because they refuse to go to sleep. But whatever. I'm going to try to get them some type of routine. So moving on to my older son. With his autism, he's high functioning, but he excels on his motor skills, like fine and gross motor skills, but he lacks at his cognitive skills because of his lack of vocalizing. He doesn't verbalize very well. So with that being said, he has speech therapy and occupational therapy, like I said, and then he has a tech that has to come out to their house for therapy. He has a psychologist and a psychiatrist and a neurologist and all these things, and this is all new for me because he was just diagnosed at the end of February. So trying to implement that now, all those appointments on top of my schooling and my other obligations, my other kids, is very overwhelming for me because I'm the one taking him to all his appointments. And mind you, a lot of these appointments are weekly. These are not just monthly appointments or yearly appointments. They're weekly. Several appointments weekly on top of him and my other son going to school. And then my youngest son just woke up. Be back at you. Okay, so I brought my daughter because she was just like looking too cute over there. She kept smiling at me as I was going to my other son. So this is Bailey. She just turned 1. Say hi, Mama. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. Oh, don't put that tongue up. Put that up. Tell mommy subscribers hi. Hi. Say hi. Give mommy kisses. Thank you. Give mommy kisses. Thank you, Mama. Yeah. So anyway, I'm about to let her go and do her. Hopefully she'll stay quiet. Okay. Oh my God. My baby is just not going to sleep. So I'll be back with you guys once I can get him back to sleep. Hopefully that's soon. Okay. So sorry about that. My baby just wanted to eat. So yeah. Yeah, I don't even know where I was at. Yeah. Y'all just don't understand. I swear my mind is in shambles. But it's okay. Yeah, so a few tips that I have for you guys along with myself is time management for one. Sorry about that. I don't know where that braid just came from. Time management. And I definitely suggest getting your time management together before starting any of your programs. Definitely getting all your hanging out that you could do out the way right now, because you'll definitely be having to sacrifice some time later on. Definitely want to get organized, so get you some planners. I don't know how you guys are with retaining information, but for me, like, I need it to be bold because I'm a visual learner as well as a visual organizer. So I like to not only put things in my phone, but I like to highlight with different colors. I like to write with different colors. I like different color sticky notes. I like things pretty. I'm really overly obsessed with rose gold. So yeah, your girl is like rose gold down. And actually, Let me show y'all something real fast. Hold up. Okay, so at the thought of rose gold, I do remember showing you guys what I got myself as a congratulatory gift for getting into the Honor Society and also completing one of my degrees. And so I wanted to show you guys a few things. So I remember I showed you this last time, and it just shows you what the school had given me as what the Honor Society had given me as a gift. So I wanted to show you guys. My certificate came. So here it is. I'm definitely going to cross out my address, but here you guys go. Phi Theta Kappa. And here is my pen they gave for me to stick it to my, I guess my stole or my robe or whatever. And here is my certificate. I'm definitely gonna have to get a what is it called? A picture frame. Thank you, Mama. Give it to Mommy. Give it to Mommy. No, give it here. Thank you. Definitely gonna have to get a picture frame so that I can put that up in my office. I'm currently trying to create an office. I have an entire upstairs that's not being used, and your girl wants to turn that into her office for doing YouTube and also studying, so that I don't have as many interruptions and distractions. So yeah, that's what I'm currently trying to do. They also gave me like this little sticker. I don't know where I would put that, but yeah. So yes, I wanted to show you guys my award came. Not necessarily an award, but whatever you want to call it. Of course, I got my little stole here. It's just showing that it's new, and then it has, my son is still up, the little patch showing that I'm in the Honor Society. If he starts fussing again, I'll have to take a quick little break to get him situated. But anyway, oh God, hold on. Anyway, as a mention of my favorite color, which is rose gold, I ordered this off Amazon. Oh my God, I swear you guys have no idea how time consuming having children is, and how literally you have no time for yourself. It's very frustrating and very overwhelming. I swear. I don't know what's going on with my baby. He's like trying to put himself to sleep, but then he keeps fussing. But anyway, I ordered this laptop case off of Amazon. I'm a big floral print lover, along with the color rose gold. So that is something that I bought. I bought the laptop case off of Amazon. And before I get into all that I had purchased that day off Amazon, I just wanted to show you guys this book I got from Family Dollar. It says, I can and I will, watch me. So literally this is the prettiest sparkly type of, it's like a burnt orange / rose gold type color. But anyway, I wrote what I plan on being, which is my first name and then MSN behind it, because I always believe to speak things into existence, and so therefore I am. So I have these quotes that I've already started putting in here. And I'm basically just going to fill this book with like all this type of motivational stuff and like just tips to just kind of keep me going and keep me focused. So I do have that in here. And if you guys can see, I'm obsessed with rose gold. So here's just a little notebook that I keep where I was just writing down tips for my YouTube channel, just so I can be organized. However, this is a chit-chat, so it's not necessarily a thing where I needed to write any type of context down. So I keep looking off because my daughter's walking around and I don't want her to put things in her mouth, because you know, these 1-year-olds, they always got stuff in their mouth. And then I got a case for my MacBook. It's rose gold and it's sparkly. It's also on the back, and it also came with keyboard. Big keyboard, so the keyboard literally just sticks on. Sorry about that noise. It literally just pops right on there, and it's so soft. It feels like butter. Yeah,
that's me and my boyfriend at induction. And of course, these are my children on Easter. But yes, I just wanted to show you guys. Beautiful. I'm like super, super girly when it comes to things like this. And I love rose gold. So pretty much everything that I'm trying to order is gonna pretty much have some type of rose gold in it. Even my planners and things of that nature. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that, and I think I'll do a review on that because that stuff is like so pretty and it's very functional, and I'll get into that if I do decide to do a video on it. But anyway, so yes, that was my third tip, which was organization. Surprised I remember where I was even going with that. My fourth tip would just be to speak to your support system and let them know your goals and see if you guys can't come up with some type of plan, because it is going to be a combined effort. Like me, for one, I need to speak with my boyfriend about not only time management and organization, but just delegation. So like I need to speak with him about kind of separating this work so that it's not all on me. Just kind of splitting the work between us so that we can become a more functional household, and so that I'm not as overwhelmed. And yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah, so things like that. Also getting in the habit of saying no. If you're someone who is always listening to someone else's problems, always helping someone out, always having to go to this event or that event and do this and do that, even though you know that you probably shouldn't because you have something else more important to do, like study or do some homework or spend that extra time that you have with your children or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever, yourself, because that's a very big one. You need to get in the habit of saying no, and that's actually a tip that I found in that book, is getting in the habit of saying no. So I've definitely been implementing the word no, because that's something that you need to do, because this is not a joke. This is your life. This is your career. And not only am I trying to motivate you guys, I'm also motivating myself as I speak to you guys, because I want to lead by example. So like when I am in those down moments and I'm feeling super overwhelmed and not powerless necessarily, I can't even really say burdened. I can just say overwhelmed. I just kind of take my cape off at that time and maybe relax. I'll have a glass of wine, listen to some music, just kind of unwind and replan my next day, or replan my steps, or take out my goals and just focus on them. So I haven't written down my goals yet. I just have them in my mind, but it's going to be something that I plan on doing probably tomorrow, because I'm about to actually go somewhere, but probably write down my goals so that I can actually see them, so that when you can see something, it makes it more attainable, I say, in my opinion, because even though you're not really getting the goal at that moment, just to be able to touch it. Oh, this is my little sister. We're about to head to the Tigers game, so this is probably her. Sorry about that. That was my little sister. So, yeah, she's taking me to the Tigers game. Yeah, so that's going to be kind of exciting, I guess. I've never been there to watch the game. I actually used to work there at the concession stands when I was a little younger. So, yeah. Her dad, my stepdad, got her a suite. So that's going to be nice. Free food. I'm always here for that. Yeah, so I'm going to write down my goals because that makes it more real to me. And then I will, like I said, be doing daily goals. I'm not sure if I want to do weekly goals, but I may do monthly goals and do a year goal and 5-year goal. My 10-year goal, I'm not writing that down, because even though that might be smart, everything that I'm going to be doing, especially my 1-year goal, is going to be leading to my 10-year goal. So I don't feel the need to write that down. So yeah, that's another tip for you guys. One more tip would be research what school you're going to, because I was going to a school that I'm no longer going to go to now or transfer to, because I didn't find out some information that I probably should have found out before I started taking all these extra classes that now I don't even need. So, well, I will need them for my bachelor's, so I can't even say that I don't need. I just say I won't need them for right now, but it's good that they're done, so I'll have them when I need them. So That's always finding that silver lining. So yeah, just do your research. Definitely get things in order before starting your program. You don't want to be that person that's like last minuting everything. So like, even if you're getting things and you're just placing them to the side, which is what I plan on doing until I get my office upstairs all the way together, which hopefully I have done before the program starts. Do that. It's always better to be over prepared or prepared than under prepared and not prepared at all, because you just don't want that. Like, I've been researching all type of things like UWorld and things like that, even though I'm nowhere near there, just to even know about the price range. And honestly, with me being in the honor society now, I get discounts on things like that. So that's always great too. So strive to get those good grades, because if you get into an honor society, a lot of things you will get discounts on. And so yeah, that's always great. Who don't love a discount? Okay, I sure do, especially with all these kids, you know. Yeah, so I'm about to finish getting ready for this baseball game. I'm like starving. I haven't eaten anything all day because the food is free, so your girl is definitely gonna pig out. But yeah, I just wanted to touch bases with you guys. I wanted to get some content up. Let me know how you're feeling my new intro and my new outro. I'm not really sure if I did my outro correct, so I guess I'll find that out once I'm done with this video, because I haven't used them yet. And once again, this is just a chit chat. Your girl is just hollering at y'all, letting y'all know how I'm feeling, letting you know what I'm going through, letting you know some tips, giving you some motivation, motivating myself, because you know we all can use some own self-motivation. We all can use some self-motivation. And even on the times that I'm feeling discouraged or feeling overwhelmed, I just want to point out that I'm always blessed. I am very blessed. I'm blessed to be able to achieve my degrees and have all these children, because some people have given up on schooling because of the fact that they've had kids. So I just want to be a reminder. I just want to be a motivator. I want to let you guys know that even though you have kids, it may be harder. I'm not going to lie and say that it's not harder. It definitely will be harder, because you now have to plan for who's going to watch your kids, or where they're going to go, and how much time you can designate towards studying, and how can you get away from the kids so that there's no distractions and things of that nature. So you definitely have to put more time and energy and effort into it, but it's definitely attainable. I am definitely proof. I know I just said definitely a lot. Maybe I should look and count that, but I won't. But yeah, so just focus on one goal, one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time. You'll get there. Even if you can't go straight through, take those breaks, but eventually you get there. As long as you don't give up, you succeed. And as long as you succeed, you win. If you give up, you never see how far you can go. You'll never see what you can do. And yeah, don't give up on your life because you have kids, because at the end of the day, they came into your life. You didn't come into theirs. So they're playing a part in your life. They're playing a role in your life, but they're not your life, if you get what I'm saying. If that makes any sense. It makes sense to me. So I even have to tell myself that now. Like, I've literally spent the last few years with my children just being my number one. Just my entire life has been about them. And now I'm trying to get into the point of getting back to me. Just a few minutes, a few hours out the week to myself would be great. Because you don't want to lose yourself in your children. You definitely want to breathe life into your children. You definitely want to take steps to make sure that your children have the best life. But at the same time, make sure that you're not only thinking about your children and that you're having the best life as well. Speak to your partner if you're not happy. Speak to your parents if you're not happy. Speak to your significant others or your friends if you're not happy. Or if you're stressed, or if you're feeling overwhelmed, or if you want something to change. Because if you don't talk to them, they won't know. So unless you speak up, you're going to feel overwhelmed, and you're going to feel powerless, and you're going to feel burned, and you're going to be sad. So speak up. Like, it may not be the best or the most comfortable conversation, but at the end of the day, if they care about you, they'll change, or they'll assist more, or you guys can figure out some type of compromise and things like that. Those conversations are never, ever easy. They're never fun. But at the end of the day, no one's going to look out for you like you. So you have to look out for yourself in order to maintain and to move forward. So like I said, I'm never one to look down. I'm never one to judge. I'm always going through my own personal battles as well. And so not only am I trying to motivate you guys, I try to be a motivator of myself, because I can't motivate y'all without motivating myself. Like, literally sitting here talking is motivating me to just keep pushing, because I know at the end of the day, this is not going to be my lifelong thing. This is my lifelong career, even though I plan on moving up in the ladder, moving on up in the world. But this is just a small drop in a bucket of time. Life is long, you know. Don't waste your time being unhappy. Don't waste your time feeling frustrated. Speak up for yourself. Get it out. See if you guys can compromise. See if whatever it is you can compromise about. See if there's something that you can change to make things run more smoothly for you. If you're still living at home with your parents, you're blessed. You know, sometimes parents can be kind of annoying and frustrating and things of that nature. So speak to them too. Let them know your goals and see if you guys can't come up to some type of compromise. For those of us who have children who are living with a significant other, sometimes men aren't as compromising or as good with keeping their own kids. So you have to talk to them as well. Don't be nagging about it. Just let them know that, hey, you know, sometimes you need time for yourself as well. And hopefully they'll be more understanding. Like me and my significant other, I say that I spend the majority of the time taking care of the kids because he works. But at the end of the day, I also go to school and I'm about to start a program and be doing clinicals. So at that point, I'll need time for myself as well because he gets time to sleep. He gets time to do whatever he needs to do without having to worry about a sitter. And I'm going to expect the same. So that's not going to be a comfortable conversation because, like I said, they never are. But when you speak up, that's how things get changed. Don't do it in a nagging or menacing way. Do it in a respectful way and in a respectful tone. And hopefully you guys can come up with some type of agreement. And just make sure that in the long run, everyone is happy, mainly you, because you have to be happy in order to make others happy, in order to focus and things of that nature. So I hope that you guys liked this video. I know that it was kind of like all over the place. Like I said, most of my videos are more focused, but I really wanted to do a chit chat with you guys, let you know some of the things that I'm feeling, some of the things that I'm feeling you guys may be feeling and may not feel like you have an outlet or may not feel that you can voice your opinion or your feelings. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm putting this on the World Wide Web. Okay. So don't feel like because you're overwhelmed with your kids or because you want some time to yourself that makes you a bad parent, because it doesn't. If you're not happy, you're not going to be a good parent. If you're happy, you'll be a great parent because happiness exudes from within. So be happy. Take some time to yourself and then spend that time with your kids, you know. If you want more time with your partner, speak about it. Say, I want some more quality time with you, not just a few minutes out of the day. I want quality time. I want a date every once a month or twice a month or 3 times. However, I want time for me. I want time for you. I want time for the kids. I want time for us to do things as a family. I want whatever it is that you want, voice that. You can write that down. You can talk to yourself. You can even make a speech about it. But in the long run, it needs to be voiced. And once it's voiced, then you can only go from there. So you won't know what'll happen until you voice your opinion and your concerns and how you're feeling. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and end this video because my baby once again is fussing. And so your girl's Nigeria is out and you are not exiting Nigeria's world.